views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
And good morning, everybody. We have an audience here. Go ahead. There you go. Bring the noise. Lehman College is here, and the students there, of course, they're getting good grades and they're learning all they can. And you at home, thank you for joining us. Good morning. I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee, and welcome to Open, the show that opens up the Bronx and the world to you. I'm your host, and we've got a fantastic show lined up for you today. Coming up on today's show, we'll take a look at a local charter school and the programs that they have to offer. They're doing some great things in our community. Plus, we'll get an inside look at an arts program and how they are working to serve the South Bronx. Then after that, we'll sit down with an entrepreneur and get a taste of her freshly made nut milks. It's good. And then later on, we'll discover fitness programs in our area, in the Pelham Bay area. So stay tuned. All this and more is headed your way. We're now open. Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee, and you're watching Open, the only live interactive program that brings the Bronx and New York City straight to your TV set. Stay connected to us through social media at BronxNet TV. Now, leading things off, our first guest is the Director of Operations for CAMPA Charter School. I've been there many times before, and he joins us for a look at their school and the programs that they have to offer. We welcome Nakia. Nakia. Yeah, Nakia Gaston.
Nakia Gaston, yeah.
So the last time I came to the school was about maybe 3-4 months ago.
That's true.
And you guys are doing great things out there.
We definitely are.
Tell us.
So since you've been there, we were discussing our academic program.
Yes.
I mean, so one of the great things about us is that we're trying to prove a point, be honest with you. We're trying to prove that students in middle school can take and excel in high school curriculum. Because our idea is—
This is a middle school with a high school curriculum.
Yes, it is. So right now we have grades 6 and 7. We're going to get grades 8 in September. We've already started our 6th graders with living environment and algebra 1. They actually, and our 7th graders, took and passed the living environment and algebra 1 Regents exams. Those are exams that are traditionally for 9th grade and 10th grade students.
Right. And they're doing well.
I mean, they didn't just score well. I mean, they didn't just pass it. They scored well on those assessments.
They hit high.
We're proving the point.
So that means you guys are doing some great things over there.
We are.
How do you do it?
Our approach is, and you hear this all the time, right? Our approach is about the whole child. Here's the reality, right? And you hear so many complaints about public education. And we're a charter school, but our students are all public school students. Here's the thing. You have to, in order to teach these children, you have to know those children. And I'm not just simply talking about culturally. You need to know their individual needs to design a program that's going to address their concerns.
Yeah.
I believe that when we talk about special education, I believe that all students should be taught that same way. You know what's great about special education? It's that those teachers must know all the barriers that's preventing those children from doing well. What we do exceptionally well is know what it is that's stopping them from becoming that A student.
Yeah, and sometimes we don't live in the best of areas.
No.
Yeah.
And that's also key, to know that, to know what your concerns are for your students, to know, and it matters that they can't focus because they're hungry. It matters to know that they can't get the work done because they don't have the resources at home. And you have to. We talk about, well, it's a parent's job, it's an elector's job, it's whoever. It's our job as educators to address those concerns and get them to the next point.
And we talk about parents. How do the parents get involved? Because that's important too.
We can't do it without them, right? But our approach is a little different. We don't go for the parents first because, let's be honest, many of them are disillusioned as well because of their own experiences and because they haven't seen the success with their own children. And again, they look at education as a problem. Our key is to get the child. See, once you get that child excited and you've changed them, parents jump on board. Listen, a parent can't ignore a child that wasn't studying, but now comes home and studies. Wasn't doing the homework, now doing the homework. Wasn't getting those A's, now they're getting A's. once those parents see that change in the child, oh, they're on board.
Yeah, yeah, and you're absolutely right. And parents, parents have to give students something positive to think about and get involved in. I was with Lenny Green yesterday. He had a family day out there in Brooklyn at Vaughn King Park, and we brought this youngster on stage. He was 6 years old, but he has his first book out. He has another one coming out in September, and he wanted to be a bone doctor.
Nice.
I said, Mom, I'm going to be an orthopedic doctor, you know, because I asked her about bones a long time ago when I was 2 years old. I said, whoa, okay. And he's doing it. I mean, this kid, they call him doctor.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And see, and that's also the key, though. Looking at a child, even the most unruly child, and not seeing them for where they are now, but seeing them and see a projection of where they can be. That's how we approach it.
But how do you find that out? How do you find out what the child is passionate about?
Oh, man, you have to be involved. So our motto is not something, we're a small school. So we have an advantage, right? We only have 115 students right now.
How many students in class?
About 15 to 20 in any given class. And so it gives us the opportunity to actually have those interactions. Our teachers, our staff are also mentors to those students. So outside of just the academic setting, we're able to have conversations and discussions about their interests and who they are. Because again, if you don't know who they are, how are you gonna educate them? How are you gonna get them to that next
So it takes a village to raise a family, and that's right inside of your school.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because the faculty and everybody's involved in that child's life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's the only way to get this done. Otherwise, you can't. And again, what we're offering is rigorous. What we're offering is challenging. What we're offering is not the norm. In fact, many don't see it as possible. This isn't the first time we've done it. We've worked with third graders, fourth graders, getting them to pass high school readings examinations. It seems wild, but only because I think as adults, we're limited by our imaginations of what can be done.
So the key is to open up that child's mind.
Yes.
And once you open up that door,
listen, success is addictive. Once you get the taste of that, you're gonna want more.
Yeah, yeah. So how long have you been doing this?
Oh, wow. I've been doing this for over 20 years now. Over 20 years now. It feels like a long time, but I enjoy each and every step of it. I've gotten to see and work with children on all levels. This is a middle school. Most of my experience has been high school, which no wonder we're bringing high school curriculum down to the middle school.
Yeah.
But if I've gotten to see education across different states, different cities, I've gotten to do turnaround work in failing schools. Listen, schools tend to suffer from the same things. Not all of them have the same solutions, but there are key things that you need to have in place.
Yeah, and you got to know what the failing thing looks like so you can straighten it out on the other level.
Absolutely, absolutely. And there are stars inside of I do it for 20-something years because, and people say this all the time, because of the children, right? But it's true.
It's true.
To be able to open that
That's
mind.
That's right here for you. Yeah, you're passionate about it.
I appreciate that. As an educator, what gave me the excitement is when I saw that child who had the dull look, but when they understood that concept, you saw it light up. You saw it. You see it happen. It's almost like magic. And I do it each time to see that moment.
Yeah, and that's what you live for today.
Yeah, it is. It is. And we're doing it. We're doing it at CAMPA.
So who are some of the people that work with you at the school?
So the principal of the school is George Leonard. We go back. He was my biology teacher in high school, in Boys and Girls High School. So we've stayed in contact throughout the years, and I started my educational career with him. So he's there. We have a great founding board. Dr. Rock and Ms. Abbott are the co-chairs of our board, and they were renowned principals of their individual schools as well. And listen, what I do is provide an opportunity for all of my staff and my children to be successful. So none of it is possible without my teachers.
So the parents that are listening, you know, they may want to say, wow, I would like my child to be in a school like that. If they're that successful, that's what I want for my child. How do they get involved?
So there's different ways to get involved and get in contact with us. The number, can I plug it?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
So listen, give us a call, 718-619-6800. Our website is CAMPA, CAMPA, charter.org. You can go on the website and you can sign up or learn more about us, and you can come visit us.
Yeah.
You know, we're right there in East New York.
Now people can come from all 5 boroughs?
All 5 boroughs. We accept everyone from all 5 boroughs. And listen, there's no discrimination. Most of our students come to us level 1s and level 2s. So we know our students are performing on level 4 level.
So if you're a
They don't
parent
come
and you
to
think
us.
your child doesn't qualify, just give the school a call.
Just give
and
us a
find
call.
out, yeah.
Listen, chances are, and
You may
listen,
be able
I
to bring that
want,
student up to the next level.
I want
Help
the
them to make
child.
the grade.
I want the child who's struggling. That's
Yeah.
who I want. I want the special needs. I want the child who's struggling. Let us continue to prove our point.
So this is like a model for other schools to follow. You have another number of schools
It is.
following you guys across
Yes,
the country.
yes, we've been doing this across the country. And again, like I started by saying, I'm trying to prove a point. I'm not a policymaker. I'm not a politician. But what we have is a certified way and a sure way of getting children to be successful. It sounds like that magic bullet. I'm telling you it is. It exists because we've done it over and over again.
A magic bully. Let me write that one down because I'm going to start using it.
You can steal it. I want 10%.
What does CAMPA stand for?
So it's the Collegiate Academy for Mathematics and Personal Awareness. So we are math focused. The personal awareness part, again, is taking into account the entire child. Health, social, emotional situations. It's taking everything into consideration in order to get them to the next point.
All right. Any final words?
Listen, CAMPA is a best kept secret. It won't be for long. They never stay that way. If you want your child to be successful, you want to give your child a holistic approach in success in education. You want to get them ready for high school and college. And college, most importantly. Our key for starting the high school curriculum is so that we can get out those courses so we can get to those actual college readiness courses, get them to the AP classes, get them ready for the SATs, SAT2s, so that they can get into a college of their choice. You want that? Send them to CAMPA. You want something else?
Get
Go
those good
somewhere.
grades. Those colleges will be looking for you.
Yes.
They'll be after you. You'll get letters upon letters upon letters, and you'll be reading them, and you have options. Let me see. Which one should we choose, Dad?
Yeah.
Howard University. Oh, wow. They'll be after you, and they'll pay for it.
Yes, they will.
Free of charge,
Yes,
just
they will.
like that.
Yes, they will.
Give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Nakia Gaston, Director of Operations at CAMPA Charter School. Thank you guys for all the wonderful work that you're doing and taking care of our students and our children and our community.
Thank you for having me and having a chance to talk about
And
what
always
we're
come
doing.
back. And we got to put you on the Steve Harvey Morning Show like we did about
Yes.
a couple of years ago.
Yes.
All right, give them one more big
Thanks,
round of
Dr.
applause, everybody. We have to take a quick break, but stay tuned. We'll be right back with more Open next.
And I can't change, even if I try, even if I wanted to. My love, she keeps me warm. 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 She keeps me warm.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
Love is kind. Love is patient.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello? That's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
There they go. Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS and Hot 97 and WLIB, and right here, Channel 67's Open. Pan-African Weekend recently took place, highlighting culture and arts in our city and the world. Let's take a look. Here's some highlights.
My African kings and queens.
Are with the lady of the hour, too sweet to be sour, CEO of Face to Face Africa, Ms. Sandra Apio. This is the 7th year. Congratulations. What does it feel like?
It feels great. You know, it's been a long journey, but a very important, and necessary one. Tonight we're here to celebrate Pan-African achievement, creating a different narrative for people of African descent.
Good. How's everything?
Good. How are you?
I'm very good.
You're looking very well tonight.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So I'm wearing, no, I'm joking. I was like, this feels so much like the Oscars. I love everyone is beautifully dressed. There's great food, drinks.
This dress is everything.
Thank you so much. It's an honor. Tonight I'm receiving an award, and that's something I should acknowledge.
I'm so honored to be here. Thank you for having me.
Is this your first weekend?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we want you to have a lovely time. I better see you out there on the dance floor.
Oh gosh, I might need to take my shoes off.
How do you feel?
I feel great. It's a great atmosphere. It's a great time. I'm enjoying my time so far, and it's a pleasure to be here.
I'm honored. Face to Face is connecting us around the globe, and I'm just happy to be a part of this larger commitment to raising African people all over the world.
Who said great things cannot come from Africa?
I'd like to thank Face to Face for intentionally creating a face of Africa that we are proud to live every day, and for building a legacy our children will be proud to embrace and build upon.
Face to Face Africa, that's our mission, to rebrand Africa, is to change the Pan-African narrative. So events like this allow us to do just that, tell our stories in innovative, creative ways, the best way we know how to, which is through celebration of our achievements and contributions to society.
They say there's no greater gift that you can give or receive than to live your true calling. We all need a revelation.
We are in one of the most exciting times in the discovery of new medicines. Now, instead of getting chemo, eventually you'll be getting a drug that is just gonna turn the signal on so that if you have cancer, you get cured. And this is an area that is now being explored, not only in cancer, arthritis, and also going to diabetes and many, many other diseases.
Africa is the past, the present, and the future.
We don't come to this country to take, we come to this country to give. And certainly, when you look at New York City's economy, when we have 230,000 small businesses, 52% of those small businesses are owned and operated by a foreign-born New Yorker. So we immigrants are the economic engine of the city.
We need investments. And so I accept this award on behalf of my team that works so hard to see to it that African Americans shift their thinking and our lifestyles from having designer bags with someone's name on it to having normal bags and take the money that we save and invest it in underdeveloped countries where people look like us.
Let's all step up to the plate and do greater things.
And welcome back. You can clap now. Our next guest is the owner and creator of MmmmNutmilk. You guys said and joins us to share more about her milks as well as her one-woman show. We welcome Deromi Despinois.
Despinois. Good try, though. Good try. Nice to meet you.
I think my hand about Despinois.
Good, good. Nice to meet you. How are you?
Let me see your nose.
Let me see your nose. Despinois. How are you?
So tell us about what you do. You have a bunch of things here. But
I do. I brought samples. So I am the creator and owner of MmmmNutmilk.
Nutmilk. How'd you come up with that name?
So I came up with that name because I was struggling for a while to come up with a name that was suitable and marketable. And everybody just kept saying, Nutmilk?
Nutmilk.
And after a while...
After they tasted it, of course.
Yeah, after they tasted it. And then after a while, it just caught on. And I said, that's what it's going to be. And then when I was out there hustling my milks, I would say, does anybody...
You was hustling your milk.
I was hustling my milk. And I said, does anybody want to try my nut milk? Does anybody want to try my nut milks? And
but what made you want to get started on this?
So my brother was a first-time dad. And his wife, unfortunately, wasn't lactating
no
as
milk
much.
In the house? Oh,
well, she wasn't lactating as much,
Gotcha.
and they're on a non-dairy diet. And so they started buying almond milk, store-bought almond milk, and that started to get really costly. And I overheard one of their conversations, and I just felt moved to help them because they're just first-time parents, and this is not something you off the gate, you should be struggling with. So I enrolled my brother, and I asked him, well, how much money do you have? And he showed me how much he had, and I said, we're going to make some milk. And I'm
give me that money. You went to the store and got some almonds?
And I'm the little sister. I'm just a little sister. So he looked at me like, man, we're not going to make any milk. And, after a couple of hours, he was making the milk with his own hands. And he's like, oh, my gosh, this looks like milk. I said, because it is milk. So we seasoned it how we normally season it. I'm Caribbean, so everything has to be seasoned. Water has to be seasoned. Meat has to be seasoned.
What part of Caribbean?
I'm Haitian.
Yeah.
La boulette. La, oui. So I'm like, all right, so we got to do the way we normally do.
But you said he was making milk with his hands.
So
he's just squeezing the almonds?
It's a process, where you blend the milks and everything, but at one point you're physically squeezing milk out of the almonds or nuts or anything that you're working with. And his daughter drank it, and she let out this huge burp.
Oh,
right? And we all looked at her,
good.
and I looked in his eyes, and he felt empowered. I didn't just I didn't give him a fish. I taught him how to fish.
Yeah.
And then I just felt really good as a little sister, like I came through.
I did my job.
Yeah, right. So, his lady at the time was like, "You should just sell these." I was like, "Come on, no, nobody wants milk."
Yeah.
But now, a year later, I make almond, pistachio, pecan, pumpkin seed, and hazelnut. And I'm having a great time doing it. I'm meeting different people doing it. And I can also flavor it to whatever your palate likes. And I also blend the milk. So far, my most popular blend is almond mixed with pecan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the summer breakout is pistachio. Everyone loves pistachio milk. And each nut is great because they have different properties for you, nutritional properties. So the pecan is really good for your brain. The hazelnut is really good for your skin. The pumpkin seed is really good for your immune system. So they're all really great for you. There's no preservative, no additives, no thickening agents, nothing. When you buy it from me, they're frozen. So in mason jars, which you get to keep for whatever other purposes you may want them for in the future.
Put
It's
some
a little
change
momentum.
in them,
A little change.
Yeah.
It's a little momentum to say thank you for your business. And like I said, they're kept in the freezer. Whenever you want, you just put them in the fridge. They unthaw naturally. You get about a week to drink them. And that's my business. Nutmilk.
Nutmilk. And you're an actress.
I am an actress.
Tell us about it.
So I have this one-woman play coming up called Grown Adorable Adult. And I'll say it again, Grown Adorable Adult. And it's pretty much a play that I wrote about growing up in Washington Heights and not being Dominican. I'm Haitian. And
But you can pass for Dominican in Washington Heights.
I could pass for a 16-year-old, and I'm not even that. So I just pass everywhere I go.
You almost share the same island, right?
Oh, yeah, we do. But the history is so interesting,
It
right?
is.
Even
It
to
is.
the point politically where we see where
Oh,
they're
yeah.
at now. And so it's funny how the more things change, they stay the same.
Do you speak Spanish?
Un poquito, pero no
Poquito,
mucho.
no.
And capaz de Creole too. I speak Creole.
Oh, okay.
My French is lazy, but if it's a do or die situation, I'll pull the French out.
Let me hear the Creole. in
Okay.
reference to this.
Okay, pas de problème non. So I'm going let la pour. So si vous voulez goûter ou ka goûter, I'm going let pour tout le monde là. Si vous voulez. That means if you want to try the milk, I have no problem. And I have milk for everybody here. I would like to get you to try one.
Oh, okay.
And get your honest reaction. You're not an actor in this moment. You're not an actor, right? And I would just like you to try one. So we have pumpkin seed, almond, hazelnut, pistachio, and pecan mixed with almond and pecan milk.
And you didn't point to this one. What is that?
The red means almond.
Oh, okay. Good,
Shake before you drink, always. Because I have natural spices that I get from the Caribbean islands. So my cinnamon's from Grenada, my essence or my vanilla extract is from Haiti. I'm a Caribbean girl, so I'm always traveling getting real, raw, local, raw spices.
Yeah.
So shake before you drink, honest
Shake before you
opinion.
drink.
And this is good with smoothies, it's good as a dessert on its own, it's good to add in cereal. And parents, you'll be good, I promise. And parents, if you want, I could sneak in any type of vegetables or vitamins you want me to add in there. I've done it before.
No, almonds is good for.
Almonds is good for digestion.
Mm-hmm.
Honest opinion.
Nut milk. Whoa.
I have samples for everybody. And also, I don't.
This is really, really good.
Yeah, I really love what I do. It's become therapeutic.
It has nutmeg in it?
It's got some nutmeg from Grenada in it, yeah.
Yeah.
Cinnamon from Grenada.
Is that a little piece of ice?
Yeah, so it's frozen, and these are fresh from my big box freezer. So they're still frozen a bit. But I've had people who can't wait to try it just start eating it like an icy.
Yeah.
And now they want it as ices.
You guys ready for one? Yeah. It'll give you a big Popeye arm. Has vitamins and stuff.
My next move is to make it a meal supplement. So I'm working with a chemist out in Cornell, Columbia to see
It's
how
like you
we
can't
can make
stop
it.
drinking this stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're working with the from Columbia University?
Yeah, I'm working with a chemist to see how we can turn this into a meal supplement.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
I'm so excited about this. And I'm excited about my play coming out September 19th. You can find more information about it on United Solos. It's a Broadway festival where there's over 100 solo works, and I'm one of them featured. It's an international festival, and it's going to be on Broadway. So I'm going to be on Broadway. I'm excited about that.
On Broadway, not off Broadway.
No, not off.
On Broadway.
I'm on it, yeah.
Give her a big round of applause, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
So how do you find time to do this and do that? Because that's a lot of work in itself.
And I work. I'm also an educator.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Yeah. So I'm a theater teacher. I subcontract out with the DOE, and so I'm in a bunch of schools. So it's great to hear what CAMPA is doing. How do I find the time? You create the time. Everybody has the same amount of time in the day. You have to be insanely organized, though. I mean, insanely organized.
Well, it seems like you have your streams of income coming in.
Yes, exactly. Thank you so much.
That's the point. You got to have streams of income.
Yes, because you never know what's going to happen. So you just want to make sure that you're prepared.
Yeah, I know this person, the person who started Inner City Broadcasting, WBLS and WLIB, his name was Percy Sutton. He was the Manhattan Borough president, and he was running for mayor at one time. But he said, people think I'm a jack of all trades and a master of none. He said, but, it's all business, You've got to work it like a business.
Yeah.
And I keep different streams of income. I have about 5 or 6 or 7 businesses. He said, if 1 or 2 or 3 dry up, I'm still in business. Isn't that nice?
I can totally appreciate that. And that's what's also needed in our community. I just graduated from an entrepreneurship program out of Harlem, Project Hope. And
you are busy.
Yeah, that was a 12-week, and I graduated salutatorian, so I was proud of that.
She deserves another big round of applause.
Yeah, I'm proud of that. But that was a 13-week program to help entrepreneurs establish themselves better in business and know more about it.
Give a big round of applause. There's a reggae. Romy.
And a big bad sister, Naomi.
Yeah, there you go. The Romy. Just for noise.
Just for nose.
Just so you know.
Just so you know.
Just so you know.
We have to take a quick break, but stay tuned. Wait, you have a website. Real quick.
Okay, all right. So if you want to follow me more, just go to my Instagram, Laugh with MIE, or just Nutmilk. That's 4 M's.
Nutmilk.
Nutmilk.
We'll be right back.
I guess sometimes things just happen. Devastating things. Your whole world changes in an instant. That's what happened to me the day my mother had a stroke. I'm Paul George, and I want you to spot a stroke fast. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911. Protect the ones you love. Spot a stroke fast.
Hi, I'm David Lesh, legal correspondent to the Morning Show Open. If you have a legal question that you'd like me to answer, please send me an email at davidlesh@bronxnet.org, and I will address it on our Ask Your Lawyer segment.
Bye-bye. Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right?
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
Behold, the angry giant. Behold, the angry giant. Behold, the angry giant. Behold, the angry giant.
It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
Chiru has no choice. She and millions like her walk miles a day for dirty water. But together, we can end their walk by providing clean water close by. Instead of spending hours walking to get water that makes them sick, girls can be in a classroom and moms will gain back time to care for their families. Sons and daughters can grow up strong, finally free of sicknesses. It's true. When you just add water, you change a life. Learn more at worldvision.org.
And welcome back, everybody. Our next guests are from Creative Artworks, and they join us for a look at their work and projects in the Bronx. And you are?
Brian Ricklin, Executive Director and CEO.
Leon Jefferson.
Aaliyah Reed.
And Christy McCarthy.
Give them a big hand. Welcome to the show, everybody. All right. So tell us about the wonderful things that you guys are doing.
Sure. We're a 32-year-old organization that equips young people around New York City through the arts, giving them technical skills, academic skills, workforce skills, connect them to the community and future opportunities.
Oh, that's something that people are looking for, of
Absolutely.
course.
And
yes.
hopefully you'll hear from the young people, it inspires them to take chances and to fulfill their potential.
Sure.
We run programs in school, after school, community programs, and our public art youth employment program is rather iconic. So with me is Christy McCarthy and two of our apprentices creating a large-scale mural in the Bronx.
All right. Tell us more. Do you have an outreach program going on also?
We reach out to young people all the time throughout the year, working in not only schools, but in community centers, juvenile justice, in homeless shelters, libraries, and community programs. And they could always visit our website. We're available, and we never charge young people
Yeah. Tell us about the youth programs.
So I'm a teaching artist, and this is the summer mural program. We do 6 weeks together where we, from beginning
Summer
to...
meal?
Summer mural program.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
We design a mural together. There's 18 people in our group.
All right.
And so we start off with team building to get to know each other. And then we interview the neighborhood, the community, and the client is the people who own the building that we're painting on, basically. And then together we design a mural and we paint it.
And you guys travel all over the 5 boroughs with this?
Yes, we do. This summer we are unveiling 5 murals all next week. This particular mural is being unveiled at the PAL on Longwood between Bruckner and really Rainey
I
Park.
used to box for the PAL.
Oh, they don't
absolutely.
do that
We worked them
anymore.
for years. They don't have that anymore. But they're a very strong partner of ours, and we're unveiling in the Bronx Family Court the afternoon. 3 other murals around the city, and premiering 5 videos as well. So we teach throughout the year, and this particular program, we're really proud of this 100-foot mural called Gift of Choice, because it really is so profound and so important at this time, and it's their design, led by a great teaching artist, and you have some examples of young people who've grown even in those 6 weeks, and in some cases, it's their first job, Bob.
And young people are sitting right there behind you.
The stars.
Your name again is your
Leon.
first? Leon. Leon, how did you get involved?
Well, I've been working at the PAO for about 5 years now, and one day my boss said, I know you're getting tired of working with the kids. They could be a handful. I have this new opportunity. It's called Creative Artworks. And I heard about it because I seen the group of kids last year that worked on a mural at our site. And I figured that it could be a new change and like a new environment. And plus, I'm like a little bit artistic, so I wanted to expand on that a little more.
You said, I can do this.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. So you have great skills.
I wouldn't say great skills, but like I
would. I would
too.
claim that. Yeah, I can have great skills. Yeah.
I could like, if you was to like, draw the mic on the tripod or something, I could just sketch that real quick.
Oh yeah, let me see.
Wow.
And you?
Well, I've been working at PAO for 3 years, and my boss also came to me because she knows that I paint on my own just for fun. So she asked me if I wanted to, be a part of Creative Artworks this summer, and I said, yeah, it would be fun because it's something that I do as a hobby. So to work doing it would be like really fun.
Yeah. You think you would maybe want to turn this hobby into a profession? Make some money?
Yeah.
No.
Bob, what's so important to us is that these skills are transferable.
Yes.
So you don't need to become a full-time professional artist like Christy. Whether you're going to become a banker or a veterinarian, they're doing research, they're developing concepts, working together as a team, and taking real risks, including doing public speaking, which can be kind of scary.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, you're doing things to discipline yourself to do the things necessary to become successful. I tell a lot of people when they come to the radio station, maybe this is something that you really don't want to do. You may like it, you may not. But wherever you go in life, you're going to have to learn how to communicate.
And one of the challenges about this communication today is we're building bridges, and we're making art, I believe, that's profound. Tell them a little bit about, if you don't mind, about the mural. It's going to be unveiled, but we know that this public art makes a difference in the community. And to me, helping explain their voice, helping share their voice to the community is just a win-win-win for everyone.
Let's talk about it.
Well, if I may, basically our mural, it's a concept of anti-violence and a positive change for any community, not just the one we're working in. And the overall message of our mural is that instead of choosing the street life and the gang violence, you have other opportunities, such as you could play a sport, you could read books, you can box like you did, you can do all types of things. If you're an artist, you could work on your art skills. And it's just overlay of different things you can do instead of going down the wrong path.
So all of this is depicted within that mural.
Yes.
Wow, that's powerful. It's like doing a billboard, and inside that billboard, it doesn't say much, but there's a whole lot in it.
Yeah. No words.
No words at all.
No words. No words.
Except for maybe a quote.
There might be a little
You got a quote in
Yeah,
there?
I got a little.
What does the quote say?
What was the quote again?
Well, we were debating
Debating.
Whether or not you should put that quote in.
Mike had come up with one that we really liked, the one about show me your friends.
Oh, show me your friends now, and
That's
and I'll
powerful
show
in
you where you
itself.
are in 5 years.
Say it again?
Yeah.
Show me your friends today, and I'll show you where you are in 5 years, 5, 10 years.
I love that.
Yeah. That'll work.
Yeah.
I think that'll work. Because it's who you hang out with.
Yeah, that makes you kind of.
Yeah, yeah.
The idea is everyone gets to stretch each other just a little bit, get into an uncomfortable place where they're able to take chances and express themselves and be really real. And that's what's one of the things that Christy does so incredibly well.
Yes. And how do you see yourself in it? How do you explain what how you got and how you see this mural?
Well, I see it as like, a whole bunch of positivity, positive things that can help people and could bring them out of bad situations,
Yeah.
And, yeah.
How does it keep you out of trouble? I mean, some people, there's the streets and there's some people that we can choose to hang out with, and then we can choose to hang out with this group here or get involved in this or the PAL. Well, it kept me out of trouble, the PAL.
Yeah, I got to PAL because I was in trouble, and it helped me. It changed the person who I am. With PAL, I stayed in school. I graduated high school. I'm going to college now. I've been in there for 3 years, and I did art programs in there. I work with kids. I did a lot of stuff in there, so it kept me busy and kept me on track.
That's good.
It's interesting. We work with Inwood Community Services and Catholic Charities and a number of other providers, and as is mentioned, a lot of schools. It's not just about keeping kids out of trouble. We're giving youth an opportunity to explore themselves. In this case, there's very high rigor, and they're getting paid, and they have something to show for it. After the curtain comes down, the act's not over. After the ninth inning, the game's not over. This art's going to be up. It's a lot of pressure for 10, 20, 30 years. So that's something that we know is really positive and really challenging. So we love to unveil so that you also have a real audience. So come tomorrow, hear them speak. They're going to do a great job. They get a chance to unveil, and then it's also night out afterwards. So we're going to unveil it a second time.
Yeah.
In the afternoon.
You're talking about the National Night Out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
NYPD's National Night Out. Yeah.
We unveil at 10:30 in the morning the work because it's part of the work day, and then it will also be re-unveiled in the evening.
Where are you guys going to be located?
991 Longwood. Yes. It's just 2 blocks east of Bruckner, or the precinct, between that and Rainey Park.
Okay.
So it's right on the facade of the PAL there, and then we'll be at Family Court unveiling at 1:30 at the Bronx Family Court, where we're making work inside next to rather iconic artists like Lichtenstein and Calder, and that works on canvas instead of on an exterior wall.
Ooh, wow. You guys are going to be busy.
Well, that's a different group doing that other mural.
Yeah.
We would never have time to do all of that.
So what's after that? And these murals stay up, they stay up for a very long time.
Yes, absolutely. After that, on Wednesday, we have an unveiling at Dock 72. In Brooklyn, in the Navy Yards, and an unveiling in Brookfield Place, overlooking the Winter Garden. Thursday morning, an unveiling in Hamilton Heights, on the side of the Schiff campus, 192 and Hamilton Grange, and then a grand unveiling of 5 video premieres for various nonprofits, and then they get to party.
Yeah.
Then they get to party.
That's the part I'm looking for.
Because sometimes family can't always make it to the unveiling during the day. We know some of the local politicians and other leaders. Hopefully you'll join us as well for this great unveiling, because it's a lot of fun.
Oh, great,
a lot of energy.
I'm sure. Did we talk to Mike Nobby and Helen about the BronxNet cameras appearing?
Love to have you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, great,
Yes.
great. All
That would be really exciting.
And
They can tell you about the mural by standing in front of it and pointing. You can ask any questions.
Yes.
It's their design, it's their art, and it couldn't be done if they didn't do it as a team with great teachers.
And
great
I'm sure
artists.
after all the running around, after it's all said and done, you guys are going to sleep well.
Absolutely.
Because it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
You guys are doing, and we thank you for your service. Thank you for putting it all together for us to see.
Thank you for the opportunity, Christy.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for painting so hard. Look at, we've been working out there for like 2 weeks in 95 degrees, sweating.
Yeah.
But everybody who's walked by has been really positive and supportive. Everybody really likes the mural. I think it's been a really good experience for all of us.
I liked it.
So you guys work well together. Huh?
Yeah.
You guys teach one another?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many people are in your group?
This summer we're employing about 150 youth, and this group is about 25?
18.
18 people on a 100-foot mural.
Are you supported by any corporations or anything?
Mostly it's private sector support,
Private
although we
sector.
do get some support through our cultural after-school adventure programs and Department of Cultural Affairs, some city council, but it's mostly private funding. And we go where otherwise young people would lack access to the art. The programs start as young as 4 years old.
Yeah.
We employ all the way as old as 14. Of course, you have to have working papers and those kinds of things.
Right.
But it's so important to give access to the arts and then to use art really as a tool because all our work is creative. Not only your work here in the studio,
yes,
but every job requires some creativity.
All right. Keep clapping, you guys. Clap right now. Tell everybody who you are once again.
CreativeArtworks.org, www.creativeartworks.org, and I'm Brian Ricklin.
I'm Leon Jefferson.
Aaliyah Reed.
And Christy McCarthy.
One more time. Give it to them.
Bob, thank you.
Thank you guys for coming by. Creative Artworks, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. We'll take a break and we'll come back with more next.
Thank you guys so much.
I'm only 17, but I know about investing. Believe in something, buy shares in it, watch it grow. So, what if you could invest in the future? The future of kids, like a stock. Not the kind of stock that's about making money, but a stock for social change. A whole new kind of investment called Better Futures. When you invest, it helps kids go to college. I could be one of the first college graduates from my family, the first philanthropist from my neighborhood. And if I'm the first, then maybe there's a second and a third. Believe in us, invest in us, watch us grow. My name is Sydney, and I'm your dividend.
And I can't change, even if I try, even if I wanted to. My love, she keeps me warm. 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 She keeps me warm.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
And welcome back, everybody. Our next guest is the owner of A2K Fitness. That came in like an echo. I did it myself. He's right here in the Boogie Down Bronx, and he joins us for a look at their programs to spread health and fitness. And then we welcome A2K.
Well done.
And it's spelled T-U-K-E.
Well done. It's a pleasure.
Or number two, and letter K.
Okay, yeah, very good. You put that together real quick.
So you've been doing this for some time. How did you get
Absolutely.
involved?
Well, I've been a trainer now for about 15 years. I started A2K Fitness about 11 years ago, and I've been in Pelham Bay for just about 11 years. I started out in Rockland County, and my kind of goal and mission was to create fitness programs that were goal-oriented and cost-effective, that got people to where they wanted to be, and that were effective so that the average individual had the access to the personal attention and the professionalism of a personal trainer. And that quickly turned into, other programs that I've done, boot camps and nutritional programs and so on and so forth.
Were your boot camps tough?
They're always tough, of course. I wouldn't.
No pain, no gain.
You grow through challenge. Yes. So, absolutely. And I say, like, you know, we have our boot camp programs. We've been doing it in Pelham Bay Park now for, now it's going into our 11th year in Pelham Bay Park. And we actually, this month is actually our free month of August. So, you know, last year being our 10-year anniversary for the first time, I did a whole month of training for the public for free. And we're doing our second one now this year. And, you know, people can definitely call and sign up and register for that month. It's free for everybody, you know.
Yeah. Now, some people are afraid to jump in because they think that they're going to jump in and have to compete with a bunch of other people who have been doing it for a long time. But if you just want to start out, how do you get somebody involved like that?
Well, I always tell everybody, when you get started with fitness, everybody has a beginning place. It doesn't matter where you come. Everybody is going to have a starting place. And, you know, I'm not really concerned with where you start. I'm more concerned where you finish. And there are progressions and regressions when you train to accommodate all fitness levels, you know. So at the end of the day, though, you're more competing with yourself than anybody. You know, the idea is not to, you know, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, you know. And at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you're in a position where you're able to be at your best, you know. So as I tell my clients, you're always competing with you from yesterday, you know. So
that's important, because I tell you, I was working with a young man. He was running for Mr. Olympia, and he was like a Jamaican brother, a friend of mine, and he was like, bam. So I went in there, I started working. He said, no, keep going, 5 more, 5. I said, I just gave you 5 more. 5 more, 5 more. And we're lifting and everything. And I don't usually lift weights. I was into boxing, football, baseball, and all that stuff.
Absolutely.
So I worked a lot with my own body. So, but this guy had me lifting, we were lifting some serious weight. The next day, I couldn't straighten out my damn arm. Actually, my arm. My arm, it was curled like that, and I couldn't straighten it out.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
And so I couldn't go back. I couldn't work out.
The worst thing that could happen is that once you have the momentum, that you have to stop. So, you know, I encourage everybody when they come out, usually with me the first couple of weeks, I tell them it's a great
You're
period.
You're going to feel the pain.
Of course. The first couple of weeks are going to be rough.
Do, though.
Yeah, listen, the first couple of weeks are always rough in terms of, you know, challenge your body. Especially if you have not been working out, you're going to feel it. But you go 85%, something like that, the first couple of weeks, you know, build yourself up. I think the first couple of weeks that you train, the most important thing is to get yourself mentally right, build the habit and the mindset that you need to be so you can be consistent. You know, consistency is key. So, you know, I kind of, you know, there's a book called The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. I kind of take that approach to fitness. You know, you want to keep putting a penny in the bank, and before you know it, that penny will be $1 million. So you start, you know, small, and you just keep building, and it multiplies over time, and the results come.
Everything is better when you feel like you're in shape. It's like, smoke starts coming out of your nose. No, I'm okay. But you know, you feel like you're healthy. You start eating healthy. You pick up healthier habits.
Absolutely. There's a lot of scientific studies that will prove that, you know, if you feel good about yourself, it'll kind of spill over into other aspects of your life. And you know, I've talked with clients about, you know, personal growth and development and things of that nature as well. So, you know, the first step is if you feel good, then, you know, that energy can kind of, you know, kind of permeate all the other areas of your life.
Libido change?
You get that? You can get that too. Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, all that and a whole lot more. So, how do they contact you?
Basically, you can contact us at 347-584-5867. That is the number to contact us for any of our programs. We have fitness boot camp programs, which, like I said, are free for the month of August. I have nutritional programs, which are the game changers, as we know. You know, I would say, you know, if you're, you know, over the age of 25 and you think that you're going to affect massive change in your physique and the way you feel, and you're not addressing your nutrition, you're kind of kidding yourself. So we do a nutritional program, which is kind of like a boot camp for nutrition, and that's been a game changer. I've had some people have absolutely massive results in that particular program.
You can't eat the same. You got to change everything.
Yeah, and there's a lot of conflicting information out there. There's a lot of, you know, it's hard because actual food organizations actually do studies and they put those out, and so, you know, it benefits them. So you always you need something to demystify the process, you know. So we do that in that program, and so the nutritional program is, like, to me, it's a game changer. I always tell people, if you're doing one thing, you should be doing that. And then we also do one-on-one training and in-gym training in the elite fitness program.
That's good. How important is water?
water's huge. Yeah, I always start my clients off trying to get 96 ounces of water daily. If they can get up to 2 gallons daily, that's actually fantastic. And it's not just about filling up with water so you don't eat the wrong things as some people think. It's about proper organ function, so on and so forth. Your body optimizes itself.
Flushing and
yes,
stuff. Yeah.
With drinking water, of course. Yes, that's a big deal. We talk about that in the nutritional program.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're working out at Pelham Bay Park?
Yes, we're in Pelham Bay Park. You can find us also on Facebook. You can look up A2K Team Pelham. We're there on Facebook, Instagram, A2K Training and Fitness. And you'll get to see all of our programs, and you'll see videos on Facebook of us training, so on and so forth. And I've been very blessed to be able to do this for a long time. So,
what's one thing that the audience in-house and watching us can do?
First thing,
yeah,
address your nutrition. If I had to give you one
Drop
tip
and do
more
10
than
push-ups? No, I'm kidding.
I would say nutrition first. It's funny, as a trainer, people think about working out, and there's something to that. Everybody loves it, and it's a big deal. But the first thing I would say, more than anything, if I had one tip for anybody, I'd say, watch your insulin level. The reason why you don't burn fat is if your insulin level is elevated throughout the day. So I would say make sure that your insulin levels are low, and if you do that, you'll be able to release the hormones that are able to create muscle and burn fat.
What's your website again?
You can go to A2K Team Pelham on Facebook and A2KFitness.net.
Give him a big hand, everybody. Azuka, 2K. 2K Fitness. All right. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
All right. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today's show. I'd like to thank our guests for joining us and you, our viewer, for tuning in and checking it all out. And if you missed any part of today's show, well, you can tune into the recablecast of Open at 5 and 10 p.m. or you can watch anytime on the web at bronxnet.org, or you catch an all-new episode Wednesday at 10 a.m. with our host, Darren Jaime. For all of us here at BronxNet, have a great and enjoyable day, and always remember this: what you are is God's gift to you, and what you make of yourself is your gift to God. So choose your choice and let your choice control the chooser. And remember, whether you say you can or you can't, either way you're right. So say you can, and you will. I'll catch you over 107.5 WBLS tonight after the quiet storm. I love you all. Peace.